Pole position for Robin Freins for race 2 at the Lausitzring this weekend. Sheldon van der Linde does not get away. Marco Wittmann doing a very good job in avoiding. René Rast doing a very good job of putting himself ahead of Nico Müller. So as they rounded turn 1, it was Robin Freins ahead of René Rast and then Nico Müller, and the baying pack behind, all fighting and jostling for positions, including Marco Wittmann and Timo Glock having a real battle together. Temperatures here at the Lausitzring much warmer than for race day 1, and René Rast trying to put himself on the inside of Robin Freins to make the race lead his, and he succeeded. Going into turn number 1, the new leader of the race was René Rast, but would it stay that way? Because Robin Freins was going to fight back, and fight back he did with DRS assistance to put himself ahead once again of René Rast and retake the lead of this race 2 at the Lausitzring. It was going to be all about who would stop when for their mandatory pit stops and tyre changes. And of course, with temperatures higher than on the day before, tyre management would be crucial. René Rast came in and René Rast would come back out, having put new tyres onto his RS5 DTM car. And the shape of the race over the final part of the race would be extraordinary. Jamie Green, who was one of the early stoppers, doing a very good job indeed in terms of managing his tyres. Jamie Green leading from Timo Glock, and you can see there in the yellow and purple BMW, as now Nico Müller makes his way out of the pit lane to rejoin the pack, then having taken his mandatory stop. But of course he would be on cold tyres, as tyre warmers are not allowed in the DTM, and therefore he needed to get those tyres up to temperature, and he would fall prey to René Rast, who had stopped earlier, and therefore his tyres were up to the required temperature, and it was a fairly easy overtake for René Rast to go by Nico Müller. Sure enough, job done from the splitter cam on board with Nico Müller. He was now following the number 33 car, René Rast, as Nico desperately tried to get some temperature into those tyres. At the head of the pack, though, Jamie Green, who'd done such a good job in managing his tyres, was then having to defend hard from Timo Glock, and he wasn't able to do so, and Lucas Auer took advantage, and he came through as well. So the leader of the race now was Timo Glock, and then it was Lucas Auer, then Jamie Green. And Lucas Auer was not happy with P2, as he put himself ahead of Timo Glock going into turn number 1. Up until this point in DTM, of course, Lucas Auer had had some 4 wins, and here comes Timo Glock to have another go at the Lucas Auer car. So it was a brilliant fight going on between the 2 BMWs at the head of the pack, and of course the rest of the cars who were on younger tyres were hoping that they would be able to get into this battle with these two. But Lucas Auer, he timed it to absolute perfection when to make his final move on Timo Glock, and he made that move. And René Rast and Robin Freins, well, they were fighting tooth and nail, and all the way around the outside here at turn 6, Robin Freins puts on an overtake, which had to be seen to be believed. Timo Glock put himself under pressure a bit from Jamie Green, who was charging right at the end of the race, but there was going to be no mistaking as Robin Freins now jumped to the inside of Jamie Green. Lucas Auer would celebrate his 5th win in the DTM ahead of Timo Glock P2 and Robin Freins P3. An extraordinary second half of the race, and it was all about who could manage their tyres better on the supremely warm track, and Lucas Auer was the best of the lot, race winner.